Hello guys, welcome to Bugs in Code, and the problem that we are going to solve today is IPO, which is initial public offering. But before that, if you're new here and a person who likes stuff related to coding, then you can subscribe my channel so that you never miss out an update. So let's get started. This is the problem statement which says that suppose LeetCode will start its IPO soon. In order to sell a good price of its share to venture capital, LeetCode would like to work on some projects, to increase its capital. Before the IPO, so we are given basically a projects in the we are basically given projects, and let's move further. Help LeetCode to design the best way to maximize its total capital after finishing at most K distinct projects. So, we are given some projects like let's take N projects, and out of those N projects, we have to do only K projects. Okay, you are given N projects where ith project has a pure profit of profits I and a minimum capital of capital I. Okay, so a project is basically given in the form of profit and uh, capital. So basically the capital means here capital means the minimum capital required to do a project, required to do a project. After that, I'm also given profit, so it is basically the profit which you get. So when you finish a project, you will obtain its pure profit, and the profit will be added to your total capital. Okay, so if I have like pick a list of, so initially you have W capital. So if I have W capital and I do a project which has P profit, and minimum profit required is W, so I can do this project, and my net capital after doing this project will be W plus P. And since I have increased my capital, so I can do further projects. Okay, pick a list of at most K distinct projects from the given projects to maximize your final capital and return the final maximized capital. Okay, so let me explain this clearly with the example which is given here. We are given an example where we have k is equal to 2 and w equals to 0, and we are given an array which is one is profits and the second is capital. It is capital. There is one more array. Now these array are storing some values, so the values are 1, 2, 3. These are the profit, and 0, 1, 1 is a capital. So this is basically one project. This is another project. This is another project, and this is one more project. So when I do this project, then I get a total profit of 1, and the minimum capital required to do this project is 1. Okay, so what I can do is initially I can do this project, because since our initial capital is 0, so this is the only project that we can do. So if I do this project, then my in the first time when I do this project, so my net capital will become W plus 1, so it will be 1. After that, what I can do is I can do now my total capital is 1, so I can do this project and this project as well. So what I'm going to do is out of these two projects, I'm going to take the maximum one with the maximum profit. So I will do this project, and what I will have is I will have my W as, so my W will become W plus 3, and it will become 1 plus 3, which is 4. So now 4 is going to be my answer. So why 4? I can't do this project. Why I can't do this project? Because I have done two projects, and the maximum projects maximum projects allowed is 2. So 4 is going to be our answer. So output is going to be 4. This is all about the problem statement. I hope you guys got the clear understanding what the problem is actually saying. So let me move to the solution. Okay, so let me take an example where k is equal to 4 and W is equal to 3. This is my initial capital. So initial capital, and this is going to be my maximum distinct project. So distinct projects allowed. Okay, and I'm given two arrays. Let me draw two arrays here. And so the first array is basically capital, and the second array is profit. Now for time, let me write the values here. So the first value is going to be 2 3 1 4 5 5 2 3 1 4 5 5 4 6 9 4 15 22 13 23 and 39 40 41 and 49. So this is the problem statement. This is the problem. Now what I can do is, since I cannot do any project which has the initial capital which is greater than, which requires the minimum capital which is greater than our initial, but since this project has a capital requirement of 2 and we have initial capital of 3, so we can do this project. And but if we have, instead of this 2, if we have here 5, so can we start with this project? No, we cannot start with the project. So the first intuition that comes to our mind is sort the project in ascending order of ascending order of capitals, isn't it? So after that, because if we have ascending order, then I can easily conclude one thing, that if I cannot do a particular project, like let me write it in increasing order first. So when I write this in increasing order, so I get something like, okay, let me have black color here and remove it. So the first project I will have is 1 4, the second project will be 2 3, and the third project will be 4 6, and fourth project will be 5 5, and fifth project will be 9 4, sixth project will be 13 23, after that I will have 15 22, after that I will have 39 40, and after that I will have 41 and 49. So these are the projects, and these are basically stored in pair. The first is capital and the second is profit. Okay, so what I can do here is, now if I know that I cannot do this project because of the lack of capital that I have. So if I have here, it requires 5 capital and I have 4, so I cannot do this project. So one thing is sure, that every project after this cannot be done. So that's why I'm basically storing it in sorted order. Now what I can do is, I can simply traverse it and store all the project that I have done. So what I'm going to do is, I have minimum capital which was given here. So I have initially 3 capital and 4, I have to do 4 projects. So I have capital as 3. So can I do this project? Yes, I can do this project. Can I do this project? Yes, I can do this project. So my initial, I will do this project instead of this project. Why? Because this project is basically which allowing us to have maximum profit. So comparatively more profit. So my, I will do this the first project, and my profit will now become 3 plus 4, which is 7. When I have 7 profit, then I can do this and this project as well. So out of these 3 projects, because these 3 can be done, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do this one project because it is giving me the maximum profit. So I will do this project, and my, in the second time, my iteration will become, I mean my maximum capital will become 7 plus, uh, it will become 7 plus 4, because okay, it will become actually 7 plus 6, so it will become 30 now. After that, I have I have not processed this yet, and also this. So since I have 13, then I can do two more projects, which are I can do this project and I can do this project as well. So out of this this one, this one, this one, and this one, which project to do? Like it is giving me four, three profit, five profit, four profit, 23 profit. So I'm going to do this project. So now the third time I'm going to do 13 plus 23. So it is 6 and 3. So 36 is going to be my profit. After that, which project to do? I have some project which are not done yet, like this project. Okay, so let me take red color this time. I have this project, and I have this project because it is not done yet. And I have the capital as 3, my capital as 3. So now these are the project, and out of these project I can do this project, and I can do only this project. So out of these four project, which are basically having red underline, so which project to do? I can do this project. So it is basically giving me maximum profit of 22. So I will have in the answer, the fourth project that we are going to do is this project, and I will have maximum capital after doing this, which is 36 plus 22. So it is 8 and 5. So 58 is going to be my answer. Why? Because I have done four projects, which was my requirement. I cannot do more than four projects. So this is how we are going to move. So what we are actually doing is we are storing all the project that can be done somewhere. So basically I will have, okay, so the steps that we are basically doing is we are basically sorting or sort projects uh, in ascending order of capital. This is the first thing that we are doing. After that, take maximum profit project among all the projects, uh, which among all which can be done by which can be done with current capital allowed, with current capital that we have, capital we have. So okay, but instead of sorting this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a priority queue to get the maximum uh, to get the project with minimum capital each time. So I'm going to use priority queue for this, and similarly for this I'm going to use one more priority queue, which is going to give me the maximum each time, because it's take just of log n time to give me the maximum. So let me write here. So the for the first purpose I'm going to store it in the priority queue, and similarly for this I'm having a priority queue. Obviously we can even sort the array, but I'm just going to move with the priority queue. So this problem is going to use two priority queues. So two priority queues. I hope you guys got the understanding of the solution, like what we are going to do. So let me just move to the solution now. Okay, so this is the problem on the LeetCode, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a priority queue. So priority queue, which is going to take one project at a time, and one project is going to be an integer array which will store the profit and capital. So and I will call it min capital because it is storing in the form of minimum capital. So instead call it projects. So it is going to be a priority queue. Now I have to write a sorting criteria which will sort this array, this project's array on the basis of the capital. So first of all, let's store capital here. Okay, so let me write here profits, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add projects dot add, and I will have a new integer array which will store the profits of I, and okay, so it will store profits of I and the capital I. After that, now I have stored profit in the first index and capital in the second index, so I can write here my criteria. If I have a comma b, two integer arrays, which is basically representing the project, so I am going to return profit of a minus profit of b. So it will store in the ascending order, and I will have one more priority queue. I will have one more priority queue which will store integers, and I will call it max profit. Each time I will get max profit project from this. So it is also. Now what is the sorting criteria in this? I want to get the maximum, right? So I'm going to write the criteria for getting the maximum each time. So it is basically a max heap and it is a min heap. So let me write here, it is a min heap and it is a max heap. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select k project. So while k minus 1 is greater than 0, what I'm going to do is I'm going to consider all the projects in the projects array. So while my projects queue is not empty, so while it is not empty, and the value that it is currently having in the front uh, should have smaller capital than our current capital. So projects dot peak, and the capital is going to be smaller than w is our current capital. If it is so, then we are going to put the value. So I will pull it project or pure. Now at this time I don't have to do anything with the capital, and I'm just going to get the profit. And now this profit is going to be added into my total capital that I have. So instead, what I'm going to, in order to write more clean code, I'm going to have total capital, isn't it? So it will be initialized by initial capital, and I will write total capital here, and total capital will be increased by this value. Now, okay, just don't do this. Instead, what we need to do is we need to store it in the max capital, because we are going to take the project with the maximum value. So I will edit this value in the max profit priority queue. After that, it may be possible that this loop is not get executed. So at that time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check if my max profit dot is empty. If it is empty, then I'm just going to return total capital, because I'm not having any project to complete. Else I'm going to add the peak value of max profit. After that, I'm just going to return my total capital. Let me write here. So this is all about the approach, and let me just run this approach. May have compilation error. Okay, so it is working for the sample test case, and let me just submit it. Let's see whether it works or not. Okay, so it is working, and I hope you guys got the intuition and understanding of the solution, like how it's working. So this is all about this problem. I hope you guys like the video. If you like the video, then hit the like button. So this is all for now. Thank you.